Welcome back to Change Your Life. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickel value coins. In this video, we'll uncover the worth, iconic designs, hidden stories, and shocking history behind the top 3 most valuable, expensive, and ultra-rare Jefferson nickels in the United States of America. We'll explore rare coins like 2000D, 2001D, and 1993D mint marks. These are copper-nickel coins with the classic Monticello reverse design. What's truly amazing is that even dirty, worn, heavily circulated nickels, coins that look completely ordinary, can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old nickel, stick around, because you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Backhand index pointing right first up. Coin number 1. Welcome back. This is not just a coin story, this is a destiny story fire. Today we are diving into the most shocking and misunderstood Jefferson nickel in United States history. A coin you've touched. A coin you've ignored. A coin you may have already spent without knowing. The 2000D Jefferson nickel, struck at the Denver Mint. A copper nickel coin. Thomas Jefferson on the front. Monticello standing silently on the reverse. Dirty. Worn. Heavily circulated. And yet, this ordinary coin carries a history that has shaken collectors and created legends in the coin world. When the year 2000 arrived, America was entering a new millennium. The U.S. Mint was under pressure. Demand was massive. Production was fast. Quality control suffered. Millions of Jefferson nickels rolled out of the Denver Mint, marked quietly with a small d. People didn't celebrate them. They didn't save them. They spent them instantly. That mistake is why the story exists today. At first glance, the 2000D Jefferson nickel looks boring. No silver. No gold. No shine. But real value in coin collecting is not beauty. It is mistakes, imperfections, and accidents. And the year 2000 was full of them. Some 2000D Jefferson nickels were struck with weak dies, causing Monticello to appear flat, faded, or distorted. Others showed doubling in letters, especially in I in God We Trust and Liberty. Some reveal die cracks, metal flow lines, and ghost-like shadows behind Jefferson's face. These errors were never meant to exist. They escaped the mint unnoticed. They entered circulation quietly. And slept for years inside pockets and jars. Here's the part most people don't understand. A dirty or heavily circulated coin is not worthless. In fact, many legendary error coins were found in the worst condition imaginable. Scratched. Blackened. Worn smooth by time. Collectors don't chase shine. They chase rarity. And rarity is born from mistakes. Some verified 2000D Jefferson nickels with dramatic mint errors have sold for thousands of dollars. Not because they are old. Not because they are pretty. But because no two errors are the same. In extreme cases, coins with unique, never repeated errors are privately traded for life-changing money. These deals don't always make headlines. They happen quietly. Between powerful collectors. This is where the million-dollar coin legends are born. Now listen carefully. Not every 2000D Jefferson nickel will make you rich. Most are still worth 5 cents. But some are monsters hiding in plain sight. One rare error. One unusual strike. One detail out of place. That's all it takes to flip a life. This is why experts warn again and again. Never sell a coin fast. Never trust face value. Never let a dealer rush you. Because the moment you sell it cheap, your fortune transfers to someone else. The Monticello building on the reverse is the key. Its steps. Its columns. Its shape. A perfectly struck Monticello with unexpected error features is a collector's dream. A weakly struck Monticello with rare die characteristics can be just as powerful. This is why Jefferson Nickels are called sleeping giants of American coinage. People dream of silver dollars. They chase gold coins. But smart collectors hunt nickels. Because no one looks at them. No one respects them. And that's exactly where value hides. Some people became wealthy by accident. They checked a coin out of curiosity. They didn't spend it. They waited. And time did the rest. So before you spend that old nickel, before you throw it away, before you let someone buy it cheap, stop. Look at the date. Look for the D-mint mark. Look closely at Jefferson's face. Look at Monticello like your future depends on it. Because one small copper-nickel coin has the power to change everything overnight. Collision fortunes have been lost by ignoring coins. Collision fortunes have been made by checking them. And history proves one thing again and again. The richest treasures often look the poorest. Welcome back. The story is slow, deep, and dangerous fire. Today we step into the shadow world of American coinage. Not silver. Not gold. But a coin people laugh at. A coin people throw away. A coin people spend without looking. The 2001 D. Jefferson Nickel. United States of America. Denver Mint. Copper nickel metal. Thomas Jefferson on the front. Monticello on the reverse. Dirty. Worn. Heavily circulated. And yet, this coin carries a history so shocking that collectors still whisper about it. The year 2001 was not an ordinary year in America. The nation was tense. Production was rushed. The U.S. Mint was focused on quantity, not perfection. At the Denver Mint, millions of Jefferson nickels were struck at high speed. Machines worked non-stop. Dies were reused longer than they should have been. Pressure was uneven. And that is where legends are born. On paper, the 2001 D. Jefferson nickel should be worthless. 5 cents. Nothing more. But in reality, this year produced some of the most mysterious strike characteristics ever seen on a modern nickel. Collectors later noticed something disturbing. The Monticello building on the reverse often appeared weak, flat, unfinished. Steps vanished. Lines blurred. Details melted away. Most people thought this meant bad coin. Experts knew better. In the coin world, weakness can mean rarity. Some 2001 D nickels were struck from dies so worn that they created one-of-a-kind visual fingerprints. No two coins exactly the same. No way to repeat them. These coins slipped into circulation unnoticed. They lived normal lives. They were dropped on streets. Rubbed in pockets. Scratched by time. And that damage did not destroy their value. It protected it. Here's a truth that shocks beginners. A dirty, worn, circulated coin can still be priceless. Collectors don't chase perfection alone. They chase stories frozen in metal. A 2001 D. Jefferson nickel with unusual Monticello details, strange surface flow, or abnormal strike pressure becomes a conversation coin. Conversation coins don't sell cheap. They trade hands quietly. Sometimes privately. Sometimes for numbers that never hit public records. That's how million-dollar coin myths are born. Now slow down. This part matters. Not every 2001 D nickel is valuable. Most are still 5 cents. But the ones that are different. The ones that feel wrong in the hand. The ones that make experts pause. Those are dangerous. Some collectors specialize only in Jefferson nickels. They ignore gold. They ignore silver. Why? Because Jefferson nickels were never respected, which means rare examples survived unnoticed. and among them, the 2001D holds a special place. It sits at the edge between old mint habits and modern mass production. A perfect storm for errors, variations, and anomalies. The Monticello reverse is the key to your future. Look at the steps. Look at the columns. Look at the spacing. A fully defined Monticello from 2001D is extremely uncommon. When combined with unusual strike traits, the value jumps violently. This is where numbers stop making sense. Stories exist of people selling nickels for lunch money, only to watch those same coins resell later for life-changing amounts. The pain of that mistake never fades. That is why serious collectors say one sentence again and again. Never rush a nickel. This coin doesn't shout. It whispers. It waits for someone patient enough to look twice. And patience is expensive. Because it rewards only a few. People dream of becoming rich overnight. They chase lotteries. They chase trends. But sometimes wealth sits silently inside a small brown coin, waiting to be noticed. So if you find a 2001D Jefferson nickel, don't clean it. Don't sell it fast. Don't let anyone pressure you. Because once it leaves your hand, it may never come back. And the fortune it carried will belong to someone else. History has proven one thing again and again. The coins that change lives are never the ones people respect. They are the ones people ignore. Welcome back, slow down, because this story is not small fire. Today we are opening one of the most ignored yet most dangerous chapters in American coin history. A coin that passed through millions of hands. A coin that lived inside dust, grease, pockets, and drawers. A coin people never respected. The 1993D Jefferson nickel. United States of America. Denver Mint. Copper nickel metal. Thomas Jefferson staring forward. Monticello standing silent on the reverse. Dirty. Worn. Heavily circulated. And still, this coin carries a power that has shocked collectors for decades. The early 1990s were a strange time for U.S. coin production. Technology was improving, but old habits remained. Mint machines were pushed hard. Dies were overused. Quality slipped quietly. At the Denver Mint in 1993, speed mattered more than perfection. Millions of nickels were struck fast and released faster. No celebration. No saving. Only spending. That carelessness is where hidden value was born. On the surface, the 1993D Jefferson nickel looks ordinary. No silver shine. No gold weight. Just 5 cents. But value does not live on the surface. It hides inside mistakes. Inside metal stress. Inside details that shouldn't exist. And this year created many of them. Collectors later began noticing something strange about some 1993D nickels. Jefferson's portrait sometimes showed soft doubling. Letters looked thick, unstable, or shadowed. Monticello appeared cracked, warped, or uneven. These weren't damages from use. These were born at the mint itself. That difference is everything. A heavily circulated coin normally loses value. But an error coin survives circulation like camouflage. The dirt hides it. The wear protects it. The scratches make people ignore it. And while the world ignores it, the coin quietly becomes rarer. Some 1993D Jefferson nickels show dramatic die cracks that look like lightning frozen in metal. Others carry off-center pressure marks or strange flow lines that shouldn't be there. These coins are not repeatable. They cannot be recreated. Once discovered, they become single-story coins. And single-story coins are the most powerful kind. This is where imagination meets reality. Public auctions only show part of the coin world. The real money moves privately. Quietly. Between collectors who don't talk. And don't need headlines. That's why stories circulate of Nickels trading for numbers that feel unreal. Not because every coin is worth millions. But because one unique example can rewrite value completely. That's how legends are born. Here is the truth most people don't like. Not every 1993 Jefferson nickel will change your life. Most won't. But the ones that are different. The ones that make experts stop breathing for a second. Those are dangerous. Because once a coin becomes unique, price no longer follows rules. The Monticello reverse is the heart of this story. Its steps. Its columns. Its symmetry. Any abnormality here matters more than shine ever will. A weak strike. A cracked die. A doubled outline. These details turn a worthless coin into a collector magnet. Many fortunes in coin history were not made by smart people. They were made by patient people. Someone who didn't rush. Someone who didn't clean the coin. Someone who didn't sell fast. Someone who waited. While others laughed. The most painful stories come from people who sold nickels cheap. Only to learn later what they really had. Once a coin leaves your hand, its future no longer belongs to you. And regret is expensive. This is why serious collectors say something that sounds boring but saves lives. Never judge a coin by its face value. Especially not a Jefferson nickel. Especially not a 1993 This coin doesn't scream wealth. It whispers possibility. It hides in darkness. It survives neglect. It waits. And sometimes, it waits for the right person. So if you ever find a 1993 Jefferson nickel, dirty, worn, heavily circulated, do not rush. Do not clean. Do not sell cheap. Because history has proven one brutal truth. The coins that change fortunes are never the ones people look at.